Anyway, everybody, the Four Musketeers, I tell you what, you're talking about some living legends here, but the most of all, you're talking about a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, but most of all, a lot of knowledge. So, Bill,
yes.
Catch up with us. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, I travel around doing seminars all over the place, like yourself, and Don with a lot of the competitions and so forth, and Pat doing with the choreography. The kids nowadays are so fantastic at doing techniques, doing movements, but I think, in a way, they're so good that we've lost some of the old ways of doing something. You know, when you're working techniques, you know, to us, it was difficult because we went the right way to do it. Don't do it this way, do it that way, make sure everything's right. But the young kids, because of the athletic ability, their flexibility, their strengths, their psychological aspect of it, they're fantastic. And you know, there's so many more techniques nowadays than we had back in the old days.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't know what you think about this, Pat, or, you know, back in the days again, everybody back there had ownership. They own their material. They own whatever system they're in. They own that material. Nowadays, you know, what do you think about? I mean, I see a lot of what we call memorized martial arts. You know, this memorized. What do you think about that, Pat?
One of the problems, and I have been lamenting this for years, is that there's no one central governing body that regulates the criteria for what a black belt has to be, what he has to know, and there are people who get a black belt in a year. A year? First of all, the instructor who gives that person that black belt, I don't say award, they give it to him, that person is being put in danger because you're saying to that kid, you can kick butt, and the kid can't really do it. Now, in addition to that, this person who's gotten the black belt in a year is now going to go on and teach the same crap, and I use that word advisedly, crap, to a whole new generation of kids. And that's a shame.
What's your thoughts?
You know, first of all, the reflection on the three people I'm sitting with, all of you guys have been such a big influence on the martial arts that is out there today. You know what I mean? Now, we can always look at the negative things, but there's a lot of positive things to look at too.
Of course.
The athleticism that these kids have today are unbelievable. And there is the one-year black belt, totally absurd. Unfortunately, there's more schools that are doing that than there shouldn't. But there is still some solid schools out there that teach good martial arts.
Yes.
And what is it all about? It's all about basics.
Yep.
Get your basic techniques down. Throw a punch the way a punch should be thrown. Throw a kick the way a kick should be thrown. You know what I mean? Now, I had a lot of people, and Mr. J one time said that we couldn't be able to compete with some of the speed that there is today that's out there. And I said, it's wrong. He's wrong on that. Because you guys would have adapted to that anyways. Even at that time, if that speed was there.
So I'm sure we beg the difference of today. I tell you what, the speed of today is phenomenal.
Oh,
absolutely.
You know what? You can never beat timing.
No.
Our timing will make up for the speed of today.
No
That's right.
question. No
Without
question.
a doubt. My timing, matter of fact, let me put it this way. Today, what we're talking about us, we're talking about not the word, we're talking about a vibration. That's how fast we are. We hear a vibration before that word comes out, it's already done. Though that's the Bushido way back then. Now, they're listening to a word and responding on a word.
Right.
To us,
exactly. Exactly.
It's done. It takes one shot to turn a fight around.
No question.
One shot. That's all.
When we used to fight, you would wait for the guy to move. The distances are much different now because we wanted to get close enough to where we could get a shot in and to the body, actually try to hurt him. Remember when you really tried to hurt the guy to the body? Because you knew if you didn't hurt him, he was going to come back and probably take your face off.
That's right.
So you try to put it hard into the body, so you got just that little extra added half inch or so to inch in. And then,
so that's what you were doing to me. now you tell me.
You know, I'd love to stay around and talk to you guys, but But yeah, that's it. So you kept that distance. And us being kickers also, and with the guys out there now that are phenomenal, we need that distance. Because sure, I'm flexible, so I can stand right next to you. You're flexible, you can stand right. But we can't extend it. So we need that distance to be able to extend that leg out there. Well, with the back then, we had that distance. We had the time. We had the ring, whether it be the boxing ring or the mat that we did the point fighting on, to use that distance. Now, because I was a runner, I mean, I didn't mind being called a runner because my nose stayed straight and I didn't have the scar tissue. But you put the technique in there, and nobody says you have to get hit after you score. Well, so I'll be the first to back up.
Hey, I saw Pat here, since they're here, I saw him actually grab, the moment if he was close enough to grab you, you'd be on the floor.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
You'd be all over with that, because back then, obviously, grabbing, you could grab,
sweeps,
boom, take down,
you could stop. You could stop him.
That was our days.
Well, when you fought in Dallas, back when you fought in Dallas, we fought on a concrete floor at the Dallas Convention Center, where sweeps were allowed, takedowns were allowed, stomps were allowed. And when he went down, you had 3 seconds to hit him.
That's right.
And you go, what? But we all trusted each other.
That's right.
We trusted each other.
That was the Bushido code, and the code of honor between warriors.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of it they lost along the line.
Oh yes.
But but again, at least we're still here to talk about it and bring and keep that code of honor going.
Well, but it's a game now. Don being the coach of the people. It's when I was fighting, I tried speed. I'm strong, but I'm not a strong fighter. So, and if I get you to walk into it, I don't have to throw it hard. You do all the work for me. Just like when you caught guys with a jump spinning back kick, the left hook, right? So, and I was doing with the side kick or the counter hook kick. Pat was with the California ice cream punch. Remember that? Beep, that little thing.
It worked.
In a heartbeat. Billy Watson, those guys from Texas. But whatever it was, you go, wow, you catch the guy just right coming in, and it was a great counter.
You just said the magic word, just right. That's timing.
Yep.
And timing, timing you can't pay for it. Timing is an earned right.
That's right.
And when you're timing, it's not how hard you hit, it's how right you hit.
That's right.
You're hitting with timing.
And you only get it one way. That's from working with each other. And back in the old days, you had basically the Japanese fighters, some kung fu, very few taekwondo people in the early '60s, mid '60s, late '60s. So it was, hey, let's just bang. Then all of a sudden, taekwondo guys come and say, well, hold it now. We don't allow punching to the face. And you're having a tournament, and there's 50 of us want to compete in your tournament. Well, if you're going to have face contact, we're not going to compete.
That's right.
So you change the rules, light contact.
You said the word, rules. The rules have changed so much over the course of the years. If they weren't given those points they're given today, they would do it.
Yeah.
That's right. What I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's not the fighters that are dictating what's going on here. You know what I mean? Back along, I remember telling my team one time, I said, I never lost a fight in competition. They were all looking at me. So because they ticked me off, they had a bad night. And he said, wow, you never lost a fight. You never lost a fight. He went on, I said, wait a minute. Didn't say I won matches. I said I never lost a fight. I lost a lot of matches, but I never lost a fight.
Lost the decision.
I won the respect. That's all I wanted.
That's right.
That's all we all wanted.
That's right.
No, because we fought for the people. We were the people's choice. I mean, okay, to go in there and be the people's choice, we gave what the people came for. We gave them a show.
Well, if you remember, back in the old days, and I hate to keep bringing the old days up, but everybody waited for the black belts to fight.
That's right.
When the black belts time to fight, everybody came in, and the best part about it was, remember when they say black belts warm up, you're getting ready to compete? So there'd be a little spot in the gym that all the black belts would be warming up. And that was the best time, because Bane and I would spar, you and I would spar, and that's it. Wow, because we didn't care, no points across. So it was then all of a sudden the matches come.
I said, here it goes.
And because back then, 2 points won the match. What is it now, 7? Is it 7?
It is 7 points.
So, hey, 2 points, wow. But they had to be good points.
That's right.
So,
but the beautiful part about today is that we can talk about back then. Bring back, because that's all we have is the experience of what we've done back then, to see it in 5 decades to where it's at right now. And we're still here, that we can still talk about it, and we can still understand ourselves after all of that.
Right.
So all you viewers out there that are watching, you're talking about legacy of knowledge. That's wisdom. And it's not something that we read or saw, it's something that we've done. And truly, it's an honor that I can be here and talking and sharing with everybody. So with all you, hopefully that you would take what you heard, make it yours. I'll give it.
But even more important, not more important, but as important, all 4 of us, in the competition aspect, we had fun. We enjoyed it. We won some, we lost some, but we had a ball. And every time we lost, we learned. And that's the thing to think about. You have to enjoy life. You have to have a blast doing it and learn from your mistakes.
Amen.